In Daniel 2, we find a remarkable story of a king troubled by a dream no one could explain, except through the intervention of the God of heaven. Today, we will explore why Daniel repeatedly uses this title and how it reveals God's sovereignty over history and our lives. Let's begin by stepping into the shoes of King Nebuchadnezzar. Daniel 2:1 tells us, "And in the second year of the reign of Nebuchadnezzar, Nebuchadnezzar dreamed dreams, wherewith his spirit was troubled, and his sleep brake from him." The most powerful king in the world at that time was disturbed by something beyond his control. His wise men, the finest intellectuals of Babylon, were summoned but could neither reveal the dream nor interpret it. Daniel 2:10-11 records their response. "There is not a man upon the earth that can show the king's matter. There is none other that can shew it before the king, except the gods whose dwelling is not with flesh." In their admission, we see the limitations of human power and earthly wisdom. But Daniel knew someone greater, the God of heaven. The phrase God of heaven appears multiple times in Daniel 2, v. 18, 19, 28, 37, 44. But why does Daniel choose this specific title? By referring to God as the God of heaven, Daniel emphasizes that God's authority transcends all earthly powers. While Nebuchadnezzar was ruler of the Babylonian Empire, his authority was limited to the earth. The God of heaven reigns above all. Daniel 2, verse 28 declares, "But there is a God in heaven that revealeth secrets, and maketh known to the king Nebuchadnezzar what shall be in the latter days." Here, Daniel directly contrasts the gods of Babylon, who were silent, with the living God who reveals mysteries. In Daniel 2:21, Daniel praises God, saying, "And he changeth the times and the seasons. He removeth kings and setteth up kings. He giveth wisdom unto the wise, and knowledge to them that know understanding." Yet earthly kings rise and fall at God's command. This verse reminds us that behind the scenes of world events stands the God of heaven, orchestrating his divine plan. Babylon worshipped numerous gods, but none of them could reveal the future. Daniel's use of the title God of heaven asserts the superiority of Israel's God. This point is further strengthened in Isaiah 46:10, declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying, "My counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure." Only the true God can declare the end from the beginning. When Daniel reveals Nebuchadnezzar's dream, it is not merely about satisfying the king's curiosity. The dream outlines the unfolding of future kingdoms, culminating in God's eternal kingdom. Daniel 2:44 states, "And in the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed." All earthly empires, no matter how powerful, will eventually crumble, but the God of heaven will establish a kingdom that endures forever. This truth at the heart of Daniel 2. Friends, what does this mean for us today? We live in a world filled with uncertainty, where leaders change and nations rise and fall. But Daniel 2 reminds us that history is not random. God is in control. No matter what challenges you face, the God of heaven sees the bigger picture. When life feels overwhelming, remember Daniel's example. Turn to God in prayer and trust his sovereignty. Daniel 2:23 shows Daniel's response after God revealed the dream. "I thank thee and praise thee, O thou God of my fathers, who hast given me wisdom and might, and hast made known unto me now what we desired of thee." Let gratitude and trust in the God of heaven guide you in difficult times. I encourage you to make studying Daniel 2 part of your spiritual growth. Don't view it merely as history, but as a revelation from the God of heaven about his power and purpose for our lives. Here's a question to reflect on and discuss in the comments. How does understanding God's sovereignty in Daniel 2 change the way you face the uncertainties in your life today? Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos exploring God's Word. God bless you abundantly.